Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? Uh, we are live here. I am just making sure some things are rolling and going the way we need it to go here. Let me check all my channels to make sure that we are live and in living color. And just glad to be sharing with you this evening as we are kicking off the first season of Women on the Move Live. This is season 5, guys. This is the first season since 2018. It's been a minute, and I'm just glad to be back with you all and just to share and bring you some good content. All just some great and amazing things. I have some great guests today and some amazing women wow, they are doing some amazing things. As you know, we have been in a pandemic, right, for the past year. And, it's been crazy. And, the most important thing is that our children have been suffering. We've been able to pivot as adults. We've been able to shift and move, but the children, they can't do that. They have to go abide by whatever it is that we say, whatever the standards are, whatever has to be done, that's what they have to do. So without further ado, I want to take this opportunity to just tell you a little bit about the ladies I'm about to bring on. It's our first guest of season 5. I'm so excited to have them. They're in the back of the studio right now. They're waiting to come on. They'll be on in just a moment. And but let me tell you about an organization called NECO. They do some amazing things. They are located in Georgia, Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. And this evening, you will hear from 2 of the directors right here from the state of Georgia. I picked up a few things online, and I want to just explain it and just kind of set the foundation for tonight. They are a foster care organization. They deal with independent living and residential living. In the last 3 years, 871 children has found their forever home through adoption with this organization. 87% of the children in their care will move only once. We hear about foster care. They go from house to house to house, right? Well, this organization, 87% of the children only move one time. That is amazing. And that is something to be shared and told across the diaspora, right? Across the universe, throughout all the states. It's not always a bad story. And I have here 5,710 children were returned to their homes, adopted, or placed in a permanent living arrangement within the last 3 years. That is NECO. That's what they are doing. So without further ado, I'm going to bring to the stage these ladies, and they warrant an applause. So let me go ahead and get an applause for them. I'd like to welcome Yasmin McNair and Lenita Thomas. How are you, ladies?
Doing good.
Oh, so glad to have you here. Yes. Thank you for being my first guest on season 5 of Women on the Move Live. I'm back. We've been doing it. We used to do it on the broadcast on TV, but hey, I love this platform because we can talk to everybody everywhere. So before we go any further, because I want you to introduce yourselves and tell us more, let me go ahead and get our Instagram folks ready. Okay? All right. It's connecting. It's connecting. Yes, yes, yes. Here we are. We are live. What's up? Instagram is in the building. All right. So who would like to go first and introducing themselves? All right, Lenita, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Lenita Thomas. I'm the program director at our NECO Jonesboro office. I have an undergrad in psychology and a graduate in psychology. I've pretty much been in this social service / mental health field since 2006. Throughout all of the different capacities that I've served children, foster care by far is my favorite. That's where my passion is.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Absolutely.
Hello, everyone. Hello, my name is Yasmin McNair. I am the state recruiter for the state of Georgia. I've been in this field for since 2018, and I love it. Coming from different background, this is the most rewarding I've ever felt, and doing something that I love. It's not even a job; it's a passion of mine. So you'll hear it coming out from our voices, our smiles, and our demeanor, and how much we love doing what we're doing. And hopefully, you get to hear a little bit more about NECO.
All right, this is great. Awesome. Awesome. Well, when we talked, Yasmin, a little while back, you expressed wanted to get the word out and let people know about your organization. You wanted to let people know that there are a lot of children in foster care that need homes, that are looking for a place and to get rid of the myth and the horror stories that they have right out there. So that's what this platform is for, and I'm just so happy to be able to share this with so many people. A lot of people have lost a lot of folks this year. People are by themselves. They have space, and hey, getting a child or having someone to bring a little fun back into the household, or just kind of bring a little joy back into your heart. This may be an opportunity to do that. I spoke with you all when we talked before that my grandmother was a foster care mom. I have cousins that grew up with us. I didn't know they were from foster care. They were just my cousins. And I just enjoyed and loved them like any other, anything else. So, I had no idea. And but we were just family, and we treated them like family. And again, I just want to create, want to just kill the myth from the naysayers of what foster care is all about. So I have some questions here, and I just want to go ahead and dive in. And so you told us a little bit about NECO. Did you want to go any further into it? Is there anything more in depth you want to say about it? Introduce yourselves. I said a little bit, but if you want to lay some groundwork for, for those of us that are in Georgia, and I know you guys are in 4 different places, but please dive in. Lanita, you want to get started, or Yasmin? Yasmin, go ahead. Go ahead. This is look. This is a conversation.
We are an amazing company. We are a foster care company. We are a nonprofit here in Georgia. We partner with a lot of our local agencies as far as like DFACs for our youth to come in the care. We are in over 9 different offices throughout the state of Georgia. So we here to help the kiddos come into the program, help the families come into the program as well, so we could open homes for not only the young kids, but teens as well. And we also have transitional living, which is called our independent living program, where we have the kids that transition from 18 to 21 into that program. So we would love to talk to you more about it, and I'm sure Lanita would like to let you know a little bit more about it as well.
All right, Ms. Lanita, what would you like to let us know more about, the organization?
Just to piggyback off of what Yasmin stated, as far as our organization, we're a private foster care organization. And you mentioned earlier, we serve we have 9 offices in the state of Georgia alone. Our NECO Atlanta / Jonesboro office is one of our biggest locations in the state of Georgia in regards to the amount of foster homes we have, and in regards to our amount of kids in care. And we partner with Department of Family and Children Services, which is where our referral sources come from in regards to placing children. We have our, recruiting in, where we bring the foster homes in, ensuring that we're opening, homes that will be good for the safety and well-being of the children, that we're placing in the home. So we want good quality homes to make sure, that our children are taken care of. And we also take care of our foster parents, as well, providing resources and the support from, the case managers, the home resource coordinators. We just make sure that we kind of wrap around all the support and love with our foster parents and our children.
Oh, good. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, one of the things that I have here that I wanted to ask. Are we getting some feedback? I don't know if it's from me. You guys trying to watch and listen at the same time. I know. It's all good. It's all good. Now, how many kids can one home take in? How many children can they take in? Like,
So
you
in
know,
regards to it all
mhm.
depends. It depends on the type of children that are being placed, whether they're sibling groups or not, and it depends on their age. It depends on the type of behaviors that they present with. So
Uh-huh.
it's really a case by case basis. But when we come to looking at six children or so, of course we have to get approval by the state to make sure that we're appropriately placing the children and their match for each other behavior wise and for the foster home or the parent being able to accommodate that amount of youth. So when the home opens, they give us a preference of their bed space of how many
Uh-huh.
children they want to have. And once our home resource coordinator goes out and inspect the home and make sure there's a appropriate bedding and situation for the children, then we're able to move forward with presenting with that the number of children that they requested.
Okay, okay, all right. So that's good. You try to keep them together.
Hmm.
Is there ever a time when they have to break up as a family because there's space over here, there's space over here? How do you handle that? That dynamic.
So initially, of course, the first option is always to keep them together.
Yes.
But it's unfortunate that sometimes we do have to separate, and that could depend on, like I said, the behaviors of the children, which may cause, the sibling groups to have to be split up. Sometimes, believe it or not, they can't, cohabitate together, under certain circumstances, the trauma that they've experienced and the behaviors and not being able to really grasp, being in care and what's going on. They tend to have, a hard time adjusting. And sometimes it causes conflict between the sibling groups and in the home. So we do, in that case, get permission from DFACS, Department of Family and Children Services, because they are their legal guardian. So we get
Right, right.
permission from them and let them know, because we don't just split them up. We have to get permission from the state to
That's
to move the children to different placements so they can be separately. And sometimes we do look at being able to bring them back together once they've had therapeutic services and supports put in place. We do look forward to being able to reunify the sibling groups back in a home together.
okay. Well, you see me looking around. I just want to let everybody know if you see me looking around, I'm checking social media. I'm the controller and the interviewer, the host, the producer, the whole 9 yards. I pull it all together. Then I can check on my IG folks over here. Hey, what's up, guys? They're chiming in. I got them. They're looking at the screens and so on and so forth, so they're able to see as well. But I just want to make sure that I'm doing that and all. And they can't see the other screen, which is up there on the wall. There you go. See that they're up there. They're up there. So I have us all over the place. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Now, what is required to be a foster parent? Say if someone wanted to be a foster parent, someone's watching right now, and they thought about it,
Yeah.
and they say, you know what, maybe this is something I want to do. I don't know much about it. I have space. So tell me.
What we're looking for is someone with a loving heart, loving home that's willing to understand the process. And also you have to be 21 years of age for you to foster in the state of Georgia. We'll go over the process with you. So once you start the process, you go to our website, you do an
Uh-huh.
intake form, and then one of our recruiter will reach out to you to let you know the whole process of becoming a foster parent. But the whole thing is 21 years of age. You have to have room for the foster youth. It can't just be a one-bedroom house. You have to have enough room to have for the foster. So 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom. You could be married, single, separated, divorced, same-sex couple. We don't limit what your ability to foster. So that will be my answer to that. What
Okay.
about you, Jada?
Miss Thomas, anything you want to add?
No, yeah, it's pretty much covered everything. And just know that it is a process. Believe it or not, we do have some that's anxious, which we appreciate, but
Uh-huh.
we do have to make sure we're open and quality home. So it is a process in regards to making sure that the home meets the state requirements, because that's the only way that the home can be licensed, if it follows all policies and guidelines to be open and approved by the state. So it can be a process, but we just recommend being patient, through the process, because in the end, it's definitely rewarding, for both the foster parent and the children.
Well, we have a question that came across. A gentleman asked, is there an income requirement? Is there an income requirement to be able to be a foster parent? Anybody want to answer that one?
I can go, and then Lanita could finish whatever on this. And you have to have enough income to meet your own financial needs. So meaning we don't want the foster youth to come into your home and become a burden for you where your income is not sufficient enough. Yeah, you do get a stipend, but we still want you to have income enough to do everything that you need to do without the kid being a hindrance to your financial needs.
Okay, cool. So you need to be able to do that, because you guys will help the system in taking care of the child, but they need to be able to help, hold it down. Don't get a child so you can try to come up, right?
Sometimes you do get kid in care, like an emergency placement, and they come in care with little to nothing, and you have to have that flexibility where you can go to Walmart and purchase pajamas or necessities, so that way you could move forward until we get the process going. They can get their clothing in place and things of that nature. So that's why we want you to be financially stable enough to be able to do that.
Okay, awesome. This is great. Okay.
This is
amazing. Thank you for that great question. Go ahead. You want to add to it? I'm sorry.
Yes. So, and also, since we're foster care, placement is sometimes it's temporary. So we wouldn't want a parent to take in a child based off of the per diem or stipend that they receive for that child, and they're relying on that amount. And then let's say the child reunifies with their parent, and then that's a portion, of income or monetary source that you was using, and you no longer have it now because the child was reunified with their parent. So again, it's just being able to sustain your own household aside from the per diem that's received for the children.
Okay. Good. That was a great question. If you guys have any more questions you want to put in, just put it in the chat and we will address those. So moving right along. Okay, so I have another question. Is there a great need for foster parents across our region? Is there a great need? Is there, is it like, okay, like how many, let's talk about the ratio. How many girls to boys do you have? Tell me a little bit about that.
So definitely right now, our females are dominating the referral population. So when we speak of need, of course, we always need foster parents. But just to be honest, we have a great need for foster parents that are willing to take in our teenagers. I've become a really, really big advocate for the teens lately because I see the volume of referrals that come through for the males and female teens, and it's so difficult seeing them get turned down for placement because our teens, they have I guess a stigma, so to speak, of adults not really want to deal with the typical teenage behaviors, the attitudes, and things like that. So our need right now is definitely for someone who can be therapeutic, supportive, and take in teens. We do have to realize that we all been teenagers ourselves, and we probably can relate to some of the behaviors or the issues that we may have put our own parents or caregivers through. So just the need for foster parents or prospective foster parents to open up to the idea of being able to work with the teen population because they need the love and support just as much as the younger ones and the little babies. So I always hashtag when I send out emails or anything with placing teens, I always say that the teens need love too.
All right. That is awesome. Good. They need love too. So
to get back on what Lanita said too, you guys, the reason we really need homes is that you got to think about it. These kids been quarantine with people that they're not supposed to be with, right? We have kids that's been suffering because we've been quarantined for over a year with an abuser or someone that's physically hurting them, and we don't have the access from the mandated reporters, the teachers, the doctors to let us know what's going on. So when we're actually fully back in school, or we allowed to be able to see these youth, we're going to have so many kids that's going to be coming into care. So that's why we really want to build that solid foundation. So when we do get those influx, we already have these homes for the youth and for the teens that's going to be needing them in the future.
All right. All right.
And also, I'm sorry, just to add to that as well, like Yasmin said, with COVID going on, it's like it's kind of hard now to detect, if abuse or neglect is going on in the homes, because most of the time it's typically caught in the classrooms. The teachers or the counselors may catch it. So now with most people being virtual due to COVID, when we get a kid come in care, like it's definitely an immediate need. We have children from the Department of Family and Children Services sleeping. They have to stay in hotels with state workers and providers, and some of them have to, they be sitting in the office waiting for a home. So it's definitely a great need for foster parents for all ages. But I've definitely lately seen a lot of teens when the DFACS workers are sending referrals through. The teens are literally sitting in the office with state workers, all day while we working hard trying to call and, get someone to take in these teens.
Wow, wow. I wonder why it's so hard. Why is it a hard thing to do the teens? I guess I don't know. People maybe think that having a smaller baby is easier to manage versus having someone a little older, because they can be a little rebellious, right? They can talk back, right?
Yeah.
And things of that nature. They don't want to deal with that. But the children are our future. I mean, there's been some great people who come through foster care that we see on TV every day that are famous, that have come through the system and have fought against the odds of not making it. But I do hear a lot about the kids aging out and things like that. Tell me about that. When they become of age and they're still in the system, what's available to them?
NECO has this great program in place. It's called the Independent Living Program. It's a program where it allows foster youth that's in our care or any in DFACS care that age out at the age of 18. We could transition them into the Independent Living Program. Independent Living Program provides them with an apartment. They pay for utilities. We give them a stipend as well. They get life coach that talks to them through the process, teach them some life skills, how to cook, how to go shopping. So once they transition and it's a successful placement at the age of 21, they get to keep the furniture in an apartment. This allowed them from the age of 18 to 21 to learn and build the relationship with an adult and also learn to be an adult themselves in our society. And this is a great program that I'm really, really proud of. And we do incentive for our foster parent who has teens in their home that's willing to partner with our independent living program so that way we could transition them. At the age of 18, I know I wasn't ready to live on my own. So this right here kind of gives them hope that just because I'm aging out of care at the age of 18, I do have somewhere to go here at NECO through our independent living program.
Wow, that is amazing. That's great. That is great. Now we have another question from the chat. This person said, "Is signing up a long process?"
No, it's very quick. You will go to www.neco.org. You will fill out an inquiry form, and then one of us, our awesome recruiters, will reach back to you within 24 hours to get to know you a little bit better, get to know about your background, and then we'll set you up for an orientation session. And the orientation session is a session where you learn a little bit more about NECO, the whole process, so that you make an informed decision of becoming a foster parent with us. But within 24 hours, you'll get ready to start and be a foster parent.
This is awesome. Amazing. So this is good, guys. If I have it on the screen here, go to www.ecco.org, necco.org, get more information, find out how you could become a foster parent, adopt a child. What about people that maybe just want to mentor some of the children? Do you have those opportunities as well for people that say, you know, I just want to come in and mentor maybe the teens. I'm not going to take anyone in, but I just want to come and help where I can. I know it's the COVID, this pandemic has gotten us in a certain kind of way, but once we come out, or is that an option?
Yeah. Yeah, that is an option. So when we do recruiting, sometimes after doing orientation and to learn a little bit about the process, they say, hey, this is not for me right now, but what can I do to help? And we can do that. You can partner with us. We just had one of our potential foster parents partner with the IOP program, where she has a farm. She's willing to have the kids come over, do some farming, teach them how to do natural food. So I think that's a great partnership. We do have other partnership where you could come and read a book. We have this thing where you could read a book with NECO online. You could read a book to a foster kid. You could partner with Miss Lanita, and you could do any foster parent training. If you have a topic that you really feel passionate about, that you could talk to our foster parents, you could do that as well.
All right. Oh, this is great. Great. Miss Thomas, what you want to say? I see you trying to say something down there. What you want to say?
No, yes,
I want to give you an opportunity to speak. You good? No.
We have
now
mentors for the kids that we need.
Okay. Now let me ask, are you guys, I know you covered Georgia. What region are you guys both in the same region?
Yes.
So
or are you in different areas here in Georgia?
Me and Lanita is in the Jonesboro location / Atlanta. And then we have an office in Lawrenceville. We have an office in Albany, Augusta, Macon, Columbus, Statesboro, Brunswick. And am I missing any office, Lanita? Because we're in 9 offices.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we have recruiters that cover all these offices. We have recruiters that cover.
So you guys areas. Technology, we just got to keep it moving. It does what it does. We're here. Lanita, you good?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's that. Technology does what it does, and we just have to keep it moving. One thing I learned when I was in the entertainment industry, right? If a light go out, you better keep performing. You know what I'm saying? If this happens, you better keep going. And it's just a life and what we live in, and people understand it because we've been doing this for a year now. It's a virtual type of lifestyle. That's what we're living in right now. So I want to thank you, ladies. I want to thank you so much. I'm going to see if there's any more questions. Hold on, because somebody said it was great information. To get this, they didn't know. Good to hear this. Thank you for the questions that you guys had, because somebody said you are some beautiful ladies. Well, all right. We'd like to hear that. I want to make sure I give you your compliments. But this was great, ladies. I thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming on and letting people know. I didn't know about the organization. Of course, Jasmine, she said, talk to me and said, hey, Kim, I was like, oh, what? So I said, okay, we're going to do this. And I'm always about sharing. My word today, this morning was sharing is caring. And so when I did my virtual coffee that I do every Tuesday morning, I tell people, share, hit the link, share it, because sharing is caring. We want to share this information. We want to make sure we're putting it out in the atmosphere so people can know. We don't know what someone's situation is. We don't know what people are going through because we're all shut in and shut out. And our kids are suffering probably more than anything. And Jasmine, like I told you, I have a program for high school girls, and we're on pause right now because the numbers were increasing. So we had to put it on pause because we have to keep everybody safe, right? So, I want to do it in person. I've done it in person before. I want to continue to do it in person because they need that interaction. It is so very important that our children have that interaction with other children. So I put that on pause. But again, it's important, guys, that we pour into our youth. And let's not forget about them we can't, no, because they didn't forget about our parents, and we had people to help us, right? I had mentors. So, I know how important it is to have someone to kind of tell you, you can do this, you got it, it's going to be okay. And also kind of show them along the way. So that's why I asked about the mentoring. Again, you can go to www.necco.org to get more information about NECO. Did I say it right, ladies?
NECO.
I did, okay. Because I had to practice that. Again, thank you, ladies. You have a great one. And up next, our guest is Dawn Murray with the House of Dawn. I want to thank these ladies once again. Is there anything else you want to say, ladies?
Other than just come and help us, our motto is "We build families." So we look forward to some of you all reaching out to us and help giving these children a home. And remember, the teens need love too.
Yeah. And what I want to say, I want to leave you out, is one of our house principles is a child, and growing up, a child should know some joy each day. And I want you to be open-minded to open your home to a child so they could know at least a bit of joy each day. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Have
you.
a great one. All right. Well, you guys heard it. You heard from the best. You got the information from them about this great organization that's here in the south part of Atlanta, but they have representatives all over the state of Georgia. Again, let me tell you where they're located. They are located in Georgia, Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. Woo! So that was great. That was our first guest. Now, like I said, who's up next? Who's up next? Well, a good friend of mine. She's not a stranger to Women on the Move. She is not a stranger at all. She has been on the show when we were live. She's doing some amazing things. But let me tell you a little bit about this organization. Let me get I got a little background music, right? I'm trying to work it out. I'm gonna have this together, y'all. This is the first day of season 5, and I just want to make sure I make sure I have all my good stuff in order. But let me tell you about this organization, the House of Dawn. The House of Dawn supports young mothers to become independent, self-reliant, and they just do some amazing things with these young ladies. Their target population is young adults 18 to 24, enrolled in college. If they're enrolled in technical school or a workforce development program, they can be a part of this lovely, great organization, the House of Dawn. Services include student housing, child care assistant, parent support groups, educational support. And I mean, they do a lot to help these young mothers to achieve educational goals, start careers, and begin leading independent lives. Yes, this all happens under the roof of the House of Dawn. I want you guys to welcome Dawn Murray. Hello, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kim?
You get the applause? You hear your applause?
No, I don't.
Look, I'm gonna work it out. I'm so happy to have you here with me. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, and welcome back.
Yay! We are back. Look, I'm back. Look, doing it not in the traditional studio like we were before, right? But I'm liking my studio right here. I'm having to control it all myself, but it's okay. It's okay.
I love it.
And I just thank you for I thank you for answering the call when I said, hey, I'm getting ready to kick this thing off. And I just wanted to know if you would, be a guest and come on and be a part of it. And you said, of course, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So I just want to just say thank you for helping me kind of get you. Because, always when you're doing the first one, although this is season 5, when you're kicking off that first one, you get all little kinks and stuff like that. And some people don't want to be involved. They say, no, I'll wait. No, but you were right there. You're just a true leader. I thank you.
You know how we do. Yes.
So how have you done through the pandemic? How's everything been going for you? I just want to kind of see how you were able to, I guess the word was pivot for last year, but how did you handle it?
Kim, it was interesting to say the least.
I was recording. Go ahead.
Yes, this pandemic came out of nowhere, and it was difficult. when we have a congregate living program, I think people who just live with their families alone found it difficult and trying their best to stay safe. But when you have so many moms and babies, you have moms and babies living together, you have different staff in and out, it was difficult. The first priority became, how do we keep everyone safe during this pandemic?
Wow.
And House of Dawn was needed even more. House of Dawn was needed more than ever. Homelessness, of course, was going to increase. So many different things was going to increase. And all we're trying to think about is, how do we keep our moms, our babies, and our staff safe during this pandemic? And so, in addition, we lost funding. We lost funding. We did gain some extra funding in other areas, but it caused us to change our program. So I have to say, COVID wasn't all bad. We actually lost a good bit of funding for our teenage mom program. And we actually I'm going to be transparent, we actually shut the program down for a little while because it was more important for me to make sure that everybody was safe. Versus having, because at one time, they're talking about more than 10 people shouldn't gather. Well, at any given time, we have 12 to 14 people in one under one roof at one time, so
Wow.
Yeah, so we knew, I knew I had to keep the program safe. So we were planning on moving to a new facility, and I'll tell you about that. But what we did was we shut down a little early, and I was able to get some grants for some PPE.
What?
And I said, if we're gonna do this, we got to do it right to make sure
That's
everything
right.
is safe. So things that some people wouldn't even think about, as far as like, okay, we need motion sensor trash cans so everybody's not touching behind each other. We need motion censored paper towel dispensers.
Yes.
All of those things, we had to make sure that we've always had a thing at House of Dawn for our second chance home. All the moms and babies, it was my vision. I need everybody to sit down and dinner together. That doesn't happen enough nowadays. Everybody's going their own separate direction. But at 6 p.m., if you at House of Dawn, we're going to sit down as a family and have dinner.
Amen.
We couldn't do that anymore. We can't sit around that close to each other. So we had to do staggered dining times, and everything had to change. Yeah, everything had to change. So
Wow.
we shut down earlier than we planned before our move. And we waited until we got all of the PPE that we needed. And of course, all that was on back order. You could hardly get sanitizer, let alone all the things that we needed. So, but we waited patiently. We were waiting for our new home to be finished. And we got everything, and we're ready now. So,
all right.
It caused us to lose one program, but we gained another. And I can't wait to tell you about it.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? Then that means it wasn't all bad. I mean, sometimes we have to take they say that setback is for the setup, right? Sometimes the setback is for a setup. Absolutely. And, we have to put things like the word is put it on pause for a minute. We have to pause and just kind of regroup, re-strategize, rebrand in some cases. A lot of people, don't know that those things have to happen. And no matter how big a company is, no matter how stable it is, everybody had to do it this past year. And some people are still doing it. Everybody had to put the brakes on and regroup. And like I said, re-strategize on how they're going to do business now. People pivoted. Everything happened. And so you did what was best for the organization, and I know it was worth it.
It was.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
So, all right, I got some questions here for you.
Okay.
So tell me, what's new with the House of Dawn? Or you know what? For those that are watching that really don't know as much, I know I read a little bit about the organization. But is there anything you want to dive in before we get into the questions to give people a little more information on the organization that I didn't share?
I think you pretty much touched on everything.
Okay.
But for those who don't know, House of Dawn has been in the Clayton County community for the last 16 years. Actually, we're going on 17 years.
Congratulations.
And we've been yes, we've been providing housing and supportive services to pregnant and parenting teenage mothers and young adult mothers. Kim touched on some of the things that we provide, but when I say supportive services, everything from their child care, parenting and life skills, access to mental and physical health care. We definitely have a holistic program, and we make sure that by the time our moms leave us, we want them to be independent and self-sufficient and loving mothers to their children.
Awesome. That's right. Yeah, hey, it's something raising the child, and having to do it, especially when you have to do it and you have no support.
Right.
And that was important for me too when I wanted to start season 5 of Women on the Move Live. I love saying that. I wanted to make sure that I brought focus on our little people. People that need support, because that's what's relevant right now. People still need support. We see it. We see the numbers. We hear what's going on. All we hear every time we turn around is death. Death is all around us, right? Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so, and it's not that I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I just wanted to stop. What can we do? They have the vaccines going. Some people want to take it. Some people don't. Right. So I'm like, okay, we got to figure this out, because, we have to get back to living. But hey, if you're here, you better live life to the fullest.
You better.
That's right. You don't know when your call is coming. When he pick up the phone and say, hello, I think it's your time. So, live life, enjoy life, share, and pour into others.
That's right.
So here we go. So question number 1 I have is, what's new with the House of Dawn? What is new? Tell us something new.
We have, I'm excited. We have a lot of exciting new things going on. So House of Dawn, during this pandemic, we ended up moving to our entire program to one location. We have our own subdivision now.
Woo! I gotta find my applause. Wait a minute. What? I gotta find my applause for that. Wait, I'm about to put them on. That's right. Oh, you have your own subdivision? That is amazing.
House of Dawn now resides on New Dawn Court. And the entire program is now in one location, which has been a vision of mine for a long time. So we have this community that's dedicated to helping these moms and babies. I mean, everything from playgrounds, open space for the kids to play. It's a beautiful place for these moms and babies to call home.
Oh, woo, this is great. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Woo, this is amazing.
That's one of the things that I'm most excited about. We have a brand new 5,000 square feet facility that will hold our new program that we started. Which is going to be our university housing program. So, everyone knows we've, been supporting moms and babies, the homeless population, teenage population that's struggling in need of a safe haven. But now we're going to actually be supporting those moms that are in college. My daughter was on a call. She was in college and was on a call. And there was a mom that needed housing. And because she had a child, she was parenting, you don't qualify for student housing on campus, and she needed student housing. And she said, "Mom, I wish it was something we can do for her." And it was like a match was just lit, Kim. I mean, I was like, wait a minute, that's what we do. We take care of moms and babies. What do you mean? We're gonna do it. And so we started a new program. I was on the phone. I was doing everything that needed to be done so that we could start this new program. And so we have one of our facilities on New Dawn Court that's dedicated to our moms that are pregnant or parenting, and that's in college. So many times college students have to drop out. They don't have the support. They can't finish. And so no need to drop out of college. We want to support those moms. We want to see them become independent, self-sufficient.
Oh, wow, that is great. Oh, okay, that's another applause. That's another applause. I love it. Another applause. That's great. Helping our girls in college. Yes, that is great. Now we have a question here. Wait. Let me go to the comments. Someone said to ask, Where is it located? Okay, so where is the subdivision located? Somebody wants to know. See, they're from wherever, all over.
Right. Okay. So I'm not going to say the exact location, but we are on New Dawn Court and we are in Clayton County. I don't want to say exactly where. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in Clayton County. It's in Clayton County.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And if anybody wants to know anything in particular, call our office and we can definitely have a one-on-one conversation.
Okay, that's good. And you know what? I need to go ahead and put that up. What do you want me to, what is it, houseofdawn.org?
Yep. Houseofdawn.org is our website. And let me know if you want me to give our office number.
There we go. Oh, well, you can do that before we go. So we're going to get on to some more questions, but I want to make sure I had that up there for everyone to see. Someone said, great, congratulations for creating a community. That is good. That's what you've done. I tell you, women on the move. We some bad mamma jammas.
Hey,
we are some bad mamma jammas. But that's good. That's something to be commended. That's why I want to hit the applause button as many times as I can. Now, how can people support your mission and your vision?
Okay. So, Kim, like I said, this is a new program. The housing program is a new program. House of Dawn has been in the Clayton County community going on 17 years. But while this is the vision that God gave me, I don't want to do this alone. I don't want to do this alone. We need the support of the community to ensure that these moms and babies are getting everything that they need so that they can be successful. So there's different ways. You can go onto our website. We have a new program right now, our Guardian Angel Gift Society. You can do a reoccurring donation of $30 a month. And that $30 a month adds up. That's going to help support a mom and baby. Just a reoccurring donation. If you don't want to do the angel, if you're not able to do the Guardian Angel Gift Society, any amount, no amount is too small. Set up a reoccurring donation for $10, $20, whatever that amount is. We also have our brick campaign going at our new location on New Dawn Court, right at our new facility. We have a brick campaign. Go ahead on and, to our website and get a brick to go out in front of the home. We have a bench. We have bricks and benches campaign going. So visit our website, but any way that you can contribute to these moms and babies is much appreciated. A lot of us have been impacted one way or another, whether we were a single parent or you were raised by a single parent, a teenage mom, whatever it was, we've all been impacted. And a lot of us are one paycheck away from being homeless.
Amen.
If there's any way that you've ever wanted to give back and support, take $25, a month, take $35 a month and support these moms and babies.
Oh, that is great. Yes. I mean, to get a brick or to have a bench and be able to know that, brick by brick, right? That things are built and it will just support them and help them. A bench, I mean, they need to go out and sit with the baby, maybe let the child run around in the grass or just sit out there on the bench and get some fresh air. They've been locked in so much, my goodness. All those things would be helpful. And it's reachable, it's attainable. It's not something that's way outside the box. It's something that we all, if people got together as a group, right? If we got together. So to get information about getting a brick, is it brick a certain amount of money? Is the bench a different amount of money? Are there different levels? You rather them go to the website to get that, or you want to share?
I mean, they can go to the website, but I'm glad to share. The brick is $130 and the bench is $1,500. You can do it in someone's honor. You can do it in your family name. We have people that actually, a couple of members of my family, I didn't realize until my cousin pointed it out to me. She said, you dedicated your life to working with teenage mothers, but yet our teenage pregnancy runs back years in our family. Our great-great-great-great-grandmother started our lineage when she was 14.
Wow. Ooh,
back then you had a slave owner, and that's a lot of the stuff that happened. And, at 14,
being a mother.
And we did not realize until she said it. And so me and my mother got a brick with her name on it.
Yes.
And so, like you said, you could do it as a group, even down to helping a young mom and her baby with their housing.
Okay.
People can go in as a group. $290 a month will pay for half of their housing for the year. You can do that as a group. You can do it as a family. You can do it as a business. So there's different ways to do that, and we always want to make sure that we are we're thanking all of our donors and supporters. They're on our website, they're on our Facebook page. We always want to make sure that we are showing our gratitude.
Oh, that is great. This is amazing. So we can help. There's ways to help to keep this going and to help. My mother was a single mom at one point. And I still say I'm a single mom. I'm single and I'm a mom. How about that? And, so I understand and I know the help that's needed. That, as they say, it takes a village. You done built a community. I mean, so that is true in effect for you. It takes a village and you can't do it alone. So the support is there. So guys, please go to thehouseofdawn.org and find out how you can support and give in any way. I'm quite sure there's no amount that's too small to help this organization's cause. How about that? I'm gonna try to get my rhymes together. Well, I got some more questions. Here we go.
Come on.
We're gonna keep it going. People are saying, hey, Miss Teresa Lumpkin says hi. Deborah Johnson Blake, Dr. DJ says hey. Colette says congratulations. I have a young lady, Felicia Howard, said I'm here to support Dawn Murray. So she is on here. Terry Lynn Keese, is it? She said,
yes.
Yeah, she's proud of you. So I just wanted to let you know people are chiming in. And all right, somebody said they made a donation tonight. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Girl, I gotta get my applause button. Keep that applause button going. All right.
Thank you. Whoever made that donation, thank you.
All right. And I'm gonna do a $130 donation and do a brick for on behalf of I'll just say Kim McNair Productions.
Awesome.
Look at that. Awesome. So guys, go on. Look, I'm gonna hit the sound effects as well. Hey, I can go in that closet and see a pair of shoes for girl. Don't get me started. Right. So so if I can take that to help a mom in need, because I remember when I was in need, I'm glad to do it. So all right, next question. Here we go. Now, are you able to help others? Other people or others that would like to learn how to start their own nonprofit. If someone is out there and they like, I want to do a nonprofit. I don't know what to do or how. Are you able to help others? And just tell us about, about your nonprofit success. Tell us a little bit about that. I'm going to give you the floor to break it on down.
All right. Well, let me just say that I have had a passion for working with teenage mothers and young mothers since 2000, when I first established House of Dawn. However, I have I'm not even gonna say it's a newfound passion because I've been doing it for so long. But I started another business called Nonprofit Success. And Kim, I'm glad that you said Terrell Keese is on the line. She's actually online watching because she was my director at House of Dawn at the time. And we would get so many phone calls. Can Ms. Dawn tell me how to start a second chance home? Can she show me how to start a group home? I want to do what she did. And she was like, Dawn, there's just no way you can keep meeting with people individually. Like your schedule, your time just does not allow. Just do a workshop for everybody. So I just did one workshop and I thought it was going to be over. And they were like, no, you can't leave us now. Like you got to keep working with us. You got to show us how to do this. You can't just leave us now. So that turned into Nonprofit Success, which is a coaching program. And I walk people through the process. I remember when I got started, I had this burning desire and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have anybody to go to. I didn't have a roadmap. So I've created a roadmap and I walk people through it. My passion now, I feel like I've done what God has told me to do with House of Dawn. If he tells me to add on and do more, I'll do that. But right now, my passion is to help others turn their passion and dream into a reality. So I do have Nonprofit Success and it brings me so much joy. And I've helped so many people start their own programs. And it's all about helping people who want to help others. That's what I wanted to do. And I want to help as many people as possible go back to their communities and do what I'm doing.
Woo, that's amazing. Sharing is caring, guys. I'm telling you. And doesn't it make you feel good when you're able to just tell and pour into other people? Because that's what God wants us to do, right?
Yes.
He wants us to go out there and spread the word and be able to fill other people with the joy and the possibility of being able to be successful, the possibility of doing more and having more. Who would think that? I mean, even myself, I didn't think I would ever have a nonprofit. I always thought it was going to be so hard. I thought it was going to be, I got to do this, I got to do that. And I thank God for President Barack Obama for making an easier way for us to have nonprofits. Remember when he passed that bill and he did that? And we were able to go, and that's how I was able to do it. And I am just so thankful for that. And I thank you, Dawn, because I am one who called on you several times when I started my nonprofit. Even currently, I think recently, not too long ago, I was like, well, Dawn, I got this going on. What do you think I should do? You know, we have to call on people that we trust, love, and know to give us the right information. We hear about a lot of different things, but I'm scared of the IRS.
You ought to be.
Okay. Look, that's that. You know what? God gives us no fear, but I don't want to mess with them people. No. Those are some folks I don't want to play with. So I try to make sure everything is on point when it comes down to the I, the R, and the S. That's right.
And when you have a nonprofit, you're not dealing with your money. You're dealing with other people's money, and you have to be ethical. You have to, like, if they say that these funds have to go here, those funds have to go there. You know, and it's important to teach people that sometimes people make honest mistakes because of what they don't know. So the education is so important for them to know when to do what they have to do, how to do what they have to do. And if they're going into residential programming, it's a lot. It's a lot involved. And so I am honored that people have chose me to walk them through their nonprofit journey. I love it.
Yes, that is great. Well, look, we love you and we thank you for all that you've done, all that you're doing, and what you're doing for children of the future. Everything that you're doing, all the people the lives that you're touching, everybody that the girls that have gone through your program, that are still in your program, the kids that are being born and are being raised in this program. I'm telling you, that's just a gift. I don't think that's something they can teach you in a textbook. I'm going to teach you how to care for other people's kids. And I know that they have programs, I can't say that it can't be taught. But yours is an authentic piece. I'll just say that. It's authentically given to you. It's not that you had to open up a book to do it. You opened up your heart to do it. And that is truly amazing. And I want to say thank you once again. I'm so very proud of you. I'm glad to call you my friend. And I want to thank you for taking this time to join me on the first episode of season 5, Women on the Move Live. I'll be doing this every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. And I'm just glad to have you kick it off. And I want to thank everybody for chiming in. Somebody said you're doing an awesome job. And that's great. You got a lot of applause tonight. A lot of people are just chiming in, and I love it. And I'm glad to be in that number and to be your friend. Just to say, hey, I have a friend named Dawn Murray, and you got a new last name. What's the new last name?
Hartman.
Hartman. That's it. I gotta remember, she a newlywed, y'all. She's still a newlywed, but I'm gonna get it. Well, look, you have a great one. I thank you so much, Dawn, and for being right here with me as you were before, being able to share and tell people about your organization. And we're going to look for some more great things that are going to be taking place with your organ. Look at me, the phone ringing back here, girl, everything going on. I said I'm on till 7. They're going to call me at 7. It ain't even 7 yet. All right. Well, good night, Dawn. I'm going to close this out. I thank you. You have to give the phone number. Give the phone number.
Our website, like she said, is houseofdawn.org, and our office number is 770-477-2385.
All right. Thank you. Have a great one.
A great one.
All right. Well, guys, This was great. First episode of season 5, Women on the Move Live. I want to thank you all for just tuning in here with me. Next week, I have Monique Russell. That's right. Monique Russell will be in the building with me. She's an amazing speaker. She's a coach. She does some amazing things. And I think the week after that, I have Jay Jackson with Rise. He's doing a whole community in the west side of Atlanta, and we're going to talk about his program, and there's so many others that are coming up. So I want to thank you again. I look forward to being with you again on next Tuesday evening. And if you can't make it Tuesday evening at 6, I do virtual coffee in the morning every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. It's a 30-minute motivation, devotional, inspirational time for us to just share and just pour into each other. I call it the Tuesday Takeover. That's right. It's the Tuesday Takeover with Dr. Kim McNair. You get me in the morning and you get me in the evening. And it's good. Well, I'm going to sign off. I thank you again. Please follow me on Instagram at kim.mcnair.productions. You can also, of course, follow me on Facebook. We have Kim McNair Productions, Dr. Kim McNair, and Women on the Move TV Live with Kim McNair. And of course, please go on to YouTube and subscribe to our Women on the Move Live channel. Subscribe. More things are going to be coming. I'm going to try to push mostly everything that way. But since a lot of my followers are on Facebook, I'm not going to leave y'all out. I'm going to make sure I keep giving it to you and giving it to you straight with no chaser. All right, guys, I love you. I'm signing off right now. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next week.